That was Tennis with Forbidden Doors opening up our stream this evening. One of my favorites, a favorite from a favorite album of mine from this year. Welcome to the Sunday night stream, everyone. I hope you're doing extremely well. I hope you had a nice week. I had a pretty good week. It was, it's that time of year, you know? It's that time of year. I'm about to be in the thick of it. I'm already in the thick of it as I search for how to put my lists together, right? My best and my worst of lists. My best songs of the year, my worst songs of the year. My best albums of the year, my worst albums of the year. So it involves a lot of intensive listening. So wish me luck over the next couple of weeks. But tonight, we're about the good stuff, okay? We're looking for the best songs of the year. And obviously, everyone's probably going to have a very different looking list. But what I'm interested in is something that you love. Send me a song that changed your year, made your year, helped you through the year in some way, or just totally lifted your spirits. You think it's a fucking banger. Any reason as to why it's your favorite song. I mean, it matters and it doesn't matter, you know? If you think you got something that I might like, or something that might at least pique my interest, you think should be on my radar, or you simply want to share one of your favorite songs of the year and have us all listen along in real time, then we'll do that. I'm reacting to songs all evening, and if you want to add a song to the queue, you can hit the top link in the description. I think it's in the pinned comment as well. Good to see some familiar faces here in the chat, as well as a few that I haven't seen in a while. Thank you guys for coming out. It looks like we've already got about 15 tracks in the queue. So if you want yours to play sooner rather than later, I would recommend adding, now. Up first, we're going to listen to some Code Orange, I Fly, off of their new album. Corey Feldman's Hype Man sent this one in. Apparently, their favorite song on the album. Want to know my thoughts? I will already let the cat out of the bag and say that I really, really loved this album overall. And I agree, this was not my favorite track on the album. Top 5? Maybe. Yo, Cable B, CC Karaoke, Nick, Steven629, thank you to everybody who has already sent in songs. Tundra, Derek West, thank you guys so much. Hey, I see somebody talking about The Last Dinner Party. I feel like with The Last Dinner Party, I'm not 100% there yet. I don't know. I've heard... Was Nothing Matters the first single that they put out? Whatever the first single was, I heard several times. I've heard it on the radio since then. I think it's good. I don't know. It just hasn't fully clicked with me. But I'm glad to see something like that that's pretty unique and interesting breaking out. Love that transition into the hook. Yo, Ross and that album reviewer guy, thank you guys so much for sending songs in. Music's a bit low. We can fix that. Let me know if that sounds a little bit better. Hopefully we got a good balance going. If not, then let me know. New Aesop Rock album was also solid. Nice. Shout out to whoever sent Mystery Fish in that one time. Hey, what's up? Hello. Son of Jesus, Mark James, Seth, good to see you. What's up, dude? Code Orange, what they did really well on their new album, The Above, they just leaned into the new metal territory, but they didn't... I don't know, it wasn't like the song that they did, the WWE, the wrestling thing. It didn't feel like they were just trying to make a sports anthem. The album actually pulled out some pretty cool punches. The track with Billy Corgan, Take Shape, that's the one that really caught my ear. I was like, all right, hopefully they're back in the pocket on this album. And I think they are. No worries, Robot. No worries at all. I totally get that. Good luck with the search. Yeah, the new Chris Stapleton album is out. I'm going to have to listen to it. Today, I just listened to Squid's album for the first time, Oh Monolith. Jeff Rosenstock, I listened to Hell Mode for the first time. I'm crossing some stuff off on my listening log. I listened to Freak Scene by Pacifica. Wall Socket by Underscores. Oh, that's so gnarly. Oh yeah, December 2022 is definitely okay. Hello, for sure. Anyone that might be new to my channel or these streams, or you're just unfamiliar, I do consider December as eligible towards the next year. Exactly, Steven. They did not go the Out for Blood route. That's the song name I was trying to think of. Does the volume seem a little more balanced now? I feel like the music's just a little loud to me, but maybe it's just me. Tasty breakdown, indeed. It's all over me. Super, super catchy hook on that one. I Fly. Definitely, I would probably say it's in my top 5 on that album, but I loved a lot of the tracks on there. Tuna Master, let's see what you've got for us next. I'm going to go ahead and approve the next couple. Before we get into the thick of it, I will do a free request. So I'm going to go ahead and approve this one and the next one. And before we get to the big old batch, we'll take a free request from the chat. So stay tuned. Volume's fine. Cool. Damn, don't usually like breakdowns, but that was kind of sick. Yeah, if you like that, dude. I mean, honestly, there's more stuff on the album like that. They pull out some, I don't know. It's like, there's a few people that have, I guess, embraced the inherent cringe factor of certain facets of nu metal, and made them just sound phenomenal. They perfected it in a way. So who is this by? Slim and Shady. Trying to catch me, Slim and Shady. So it looks like December Screams Embers is the name of the band. Let's pop that in the chat. Oh, yes, son of Jesus. Come on, you already know. No, I know I hadn't heard it yet when I streamed on Thursday, but Houdini's fucking amazing. I posted about it on my Instagram story, and I actually filmed a video about it for Beyond. Kind of just talking about Dua Lipa in general, specifically the new era and stuff, but that'll probably be out tomorrow. I gotta say, not what I expected based on the title. Showing some love to our favorite blonde-haired MC. Bleach blonde, that is. What artists surprised me this year? Something that I didn't previously expect anything out of? There's been a few. I was playing that band Tennis to open the stream and the song Forbidden Doors. That was definitely something that was not on my radar. They got put back on there, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about them. And Pollen ended up being great. Let's see. What else surprised me this year? Somebody that I was maybe expecting to count out, and I'm like, oh, they're back. That Geese album really surprised me with how much I ended up loving it. Somebody sent in Mysterious Love, and then 3D Country just ended up slapping top to bottom. Oh, nice, Rick. I'm glad you've been getting some spins out of Holding Absence. Dead Poet Society, that was a nice surprise. Running in Circles, and I don't know why the other name is evading me. There were definitely some letdowns this year, though. I mean, like, Nothing But Thieves, Greta Van Fleet. I thought the Post Malone album was disappointing. Teenage Wrist was disappointing to me. Fall Out Boy. All Time Low. I didn't like the Front Bottoms album. I thought the Genesis Uwosu album was a letdown, especially compared to Smiling With No Teeth. Royal Blood let me down. Damn, I'm seeing some disappointments throughout the year for sure. I thought the Crosses album was honestly a mixed bag too. Slim and Shady, man, that was not my cup of tea. I didn't say a ton, I know, through that one, but that for me would not be anywhere near my best. Not for me in the sense that the vocals are just very gimmicky, I guess, to me. When I hear something like that, I don't know. Something in me, maybe it's like I've got like a, what would you have called that back in the day? Like my firewall blocker is on, and it just takes me back to the MySpace era with those growling style of vocals that I've just never been a fan of. Let's see what we have up next here. Thank you so much, Puppet Jules, for sending one in. If you want to send in a song that's been one of your favorites of the year, something that you consider to be one of the best songs, then send it my way and add it to the queue. Ultra Q, speaking of queues, Rocket. This is Billy Joe Armstrong's son's band, not that son, the other son, Jacob. I've not heard this, so thank you, Scott Maxwell, sending this one in. So this was a single from their debut album, My Guardian Angel. Yo, run those likes up on the stream. It helps out a ton, as I saw somebody mention. Lets more people know that we're live when you guys interact with the stream, so thank you. What's up, Jamal? It's going pretty good. I hope you're doing well. Did he say Insomniac? Was that a reference? That's kind of amazing. Oh wow, that's cool, Stefan. I haven't listened to a Disclosure album since 2013. Yeah, I've heard that cover of Fast Car. It's fine. Not the original, that's for sure, but it's fine. remember being let down by Tizo Touchdown. You know, I haven't heard that album yet. It's on my listening log. It's near the top at the moment. Damn. We'll have to see what I end up. I know it's been polarizing. I don't know, man. So Ultra Q, what was the band name? I think they used to be like, was it Mount Eddie, I think, before? This feels flat to me. I can't help but feeling like it feels flat. There is a little bit too much going on, I guess, with like the auto-tune, the overproduction, overwork done to the vocals. Oh, yeah, good question, Damien. Anybody else heard the... wow, why did I completely lose my train of thought? Thank you, Hillel, for sending one in, by the way. Yo, sounds good, Steven. Yeah, Jacob has shown up at 2 of the streams, I think, in the past. It's been well over a year at this point. Still surprised the hell out of me. Like, I just feel like nothing's really happening. It feels very... this just feels a little bit like too little, too late here at the end of the song. A little bit more energy, but still feels pretty mundane to me, pretty safe. I'm gonna say meh. Not quite a thumbs down, but I definitely got issues. Cool if I post a link. Unfortunately, no, just because YouTube blocks them in the live chat. And, well, yeah, I don't want people just posting fuck tons of links. Because that's when people start posting spam. Yo, check out my SoundCloud. I'm kidding. All right, I said I'd do it, so let's do it. Cable B, thank you so much. Let's take a free request from the chat. While I'm waiting for that to come in, we're going to listen to this quick 100-second dose of Metallica. So if you haven't sent a song in, not planning to, I want to keep this open to the rest of the chat. I completely understand. Not everyone's able to donate and send something in, and I don't expect you to. I like to try and take free requests when I can. So I will pick one at random after Metallica. Maybe. There we go. Reverse Flash sent this one in. Such a good harmony, they said, on wow. I'm not even going to try. Inamorata. It's on the new album 72 Seasons, okay? I know that much. I'm not a fan of the album. That might end up being, well, you know what? No spoilers. I'm going to have to listen to the album again anyways. This might have been one of the better tracks that I actually didn't mind as much. Keep them coming, guys. I'll pick at random after this. Don't you worry, Simone. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Best songs list. It'll be there. Maybe I'm digging it more just because this is an instrumental passage in the song. I don't know why, but I've just kind of... I don't know. I do know why. I've burned out on James Hetfield's voice. Solid instrumental work. I'm still gonna say meh. Like, it's totally fine. Like, that's definitely nowhere near, I don't think, one of the weaker songs on the album. But there were some glaringly weak moments on 72 Seasons. I don't know. Metallica at this point with the new albums and stuff, like, I don't know. All right, let's pick. Yo, what's up, JCK Films? Have I heard the new MGMT song? I've only heard it once. Unfortunately, John, I've only heard it once so far. We'll definitely give it more listens. Let's pick somebody at random for a free request. And stop. All right, we got, I landed on somebody pronouncing the name for me. Thank you, No Evil Music. Inamorata. There we go. Let's try again. And stop. I say Marvel by Spanish Love Songs. All right. Well, indeed, JCK Films, your wish comes true. My personal favorite off of that album, which unfortunately I thought the album was a bit disappointing, especially compared to, I mean, I think it's still really good, but I definitely think it's disappointing compared to Brave Faces Everyone. My favorite was Pendulum, but definitely get the love for Marvel. Love how these brisk guitars in the intro here. Really has a nice bounce to it. It just kind of glides. Stay alive out of spite. Guys, if you haven't already, please do me a favor. Press the like button on the stream. It helps out a lot. Lets more people know we're live doing the damn thing. I'm not usually a fan of like little hand clap cutaways like that, but that works. I shouldn't say I'm not a fan. I just am a lot pickier with it now that there's a lot of stuff, especially with like bad like rock production that's overused the hand claps. Thank you, Jason, by the way. Thanks for sending another one in. I'm seeing Spanish Love Songs for the first time this month. So if you're going to be at the North Carolina date of the Hot Mulligan Spanish Love Songs Heart Attack Man Ben Quad concert tour, then it's like right before Thanksgiving. If you're there, come say hey. Imagine Marvel in The Marvels by Marvel Entertainment. What a deep, that's some deep shower thoughts right there. Blake, I like the album too, for sure. I do enjoy it. I know it probably sounds like I'm being a hater-ass bitch over here, but I promise, not my intent. I think the album's a little disappointing when you set it next to their previous two, Schmaltz and Brave Faces. In our minds. I do love this song. Lifers, Rapture Chaser, Marvel, Cleanup Crew, Pendulum, of course, my favorite. There's some great songs on there. Last time I was in North Carolina, I was going to Walt Disney World. Passing through. just using us like everybody else, Roger. You think you can drive on our freeways and go down to Florida with no repercussions? Well, you can. Definitely something that I would say is up there. I totally get why that is in a Song of the Year contender for someone. If you've heard the album, I'm curious, what's your favorite song on No Joy by Spanish Love Songs? For now, here's Rob Del Tony's request. We're going to listen to Sigrid, Borderline. Over the borderline. Next batch of songs is getting approved as we speak. If you would like to add on to the 16 songs already in the queue, then go ahead and add one if you want it to play sooner rather than later. Top link in the description or the pinned comment. Since you liked the last Sigrid song I sent, I figured I'd send in another one from her new EP. It's my favorite song off of it, and it's called Borderline. Hope you like it. Super catchy. I love that little stabby bass in there too. Makes the song feel like it's elevating a little bit. I appreciate the kind of slick 80s smirk pop sensibility. Retro cool. Yo, take it easy, JCK. Have a good one. I really liked Sigrid's first album, Sucker Punch, but I admittedly fell off after that. So far, this is probably the most I've enjoyed something from her since Sucker Punch, the album. Thank you! Username I cannot pronounce that starts with a K. Something Leon. Generic, but I dig it. Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with something being like, hey, yeah, I've heard this before, but I like that, you know? Not everything's gonna, I don't know. I think I got trapped in that mindset for a little while where I was expecting everything to be revolutionary. Or like, oh, I've never heard anything that sounds like that before. That was a few years ago. I kind of got over that. I like it. I'm going to give it a save. It wouldn't be... this would not be in Song of the Year talk for me. Or even... I don't even know if it would be top 50 talk for me. But, I think it's a pretty solid song either way. I type in Borderline, and I get Borderline by Tame Impala, Madonna, Tame Impala again, and Toklo. But no Sigrid. Sorry, girl, your SEO was not good on that one. That's an interesting way of putting it. Sounds like it's from a Japanese game show from the 80s. With the just because of the bass? The bass made its way, for sure. So, Sigrid, thumbs up. Now we're going to listen to Arlo Parks, Weightless. I listened to, not the full album, but I did listen to some of the singles off of Arlo's album. Dug a few of them. I think the main one that I liked was there's a song about like blades or something. Was there a song called, I'm so bad with song titles sometimes. Arlo Parks. Let's see what your album had. She put out a new album this year, right? My Soft Machine. Yeah, it was off of there. Blades. Yeah, that was the song I'm thinking of. That's probably my favorite that I've heard off of this album. I don't think I've heard Weightless, so let's take a listen. Jason, thank you for sending this one in. You went with one from earlier in the year that you never got around to sending. I appreciate that. This is one that I unfortunately overlooked as well. Really like That synth, super hypnotic. It's just almost, I don't know, I feel like somebody at the end of an alley was standing there holding a pocket watch, hypnotizing me and tricking me to follow them. Like, I'm nervous, but I want to keep going. This is just straight up pleasant. Yeah, I see, Julia, I get your frustrations. I think we got a little bit of a break there for a couple of years on the 80s worship and like pop and modern pop and synth pop, but it's definitely still a very common occurrence. I just so happen to often like the 80s influence more than I actually do the 80s that it pulled from. Nostalgia would be, if you had to sum up this year in one word, yeah, and I think nostalgia is a good word. Okay, if you had to sum up this year in music in one word, what would it be? Don't say nostalgia, we already said that. It's taken. You can't say that, we already said it. Weightless has been saved. I think I heard Pegasus too. Wasn't like crazy about that. I was expecting a little bit more, especially with the Phoebe feature. Just didn't appeal to my taste, I guess. Bass moving up a note. I dig that subtle change. Let me listen closer. Oh yeah. That is nice. Kind of makes the song feel like it's in a perpetual state of flux or something. It's fun.
Here I am at 90 degrees bent, a metallic taste at the back of my throat. Watch your deltoid flex as you cough on the phone. And I've lost my grit and I'm in my head. You're so withdrawn and I'm standing there, keeping wool over my eyes.
Sampling. Yeah, that would be one good word to sum it up, huh? And not good sampling. Bad sampling. Bad in parentheses, sampling. Surprising. Resurrection. Yeah, the 2020s, I will agree with you, Tom, on that, in that it's in desperate need of something to, like, solidify. Like, it's like, oh, you can think 80s, 90s music, and you have a general idea. Yes, there were different pockets. Even the 2000s had their sound. The 2010s. The 2020s haven't really found their way other than looking back to the past. And I think we need to get through this nostalgia worship where it's just, especially the ones that are so lazily sampling, it's just blatant at this point. Like, we can't have an original thought. Like these BB Rexa, David Guetta collabs that keep happening for some reason. Anne Marie, Nicki Minaj, and Ice Spice doing that terrible Barbie girl repurposing for the Barbie movie. Nostalgia. Hey, remember that thing you liked? Here it is again, except worse. Thank you, Hell. HEL. Thumbs up for Arlo, by the way. Now let's listen to this song that Chris McLastname sent us. Joey Sturgis asked me to write a Seosin song. Context from music nerds. Joey Sturgis is a producer who owns a line of plugins called Joey Sturgis Tones. This song was made to showcase the new Howard Benson vocal software. Otherwise, the title says it all. Okay. So, a little extra context from me on my side of this. Cool to see. So Joey Sturgis is a producer, like they said, and this is testing out some of the new Howard Benson, another producer, testing out his vocals software, I guess what he produces in, his plugins and everything that he uses. One of my good friends, Travis, works with and has done some like co-writing with and production for the band Heirloom. maybe somebody out there is familiar with them. They're out of North Carolina, but they are signed to Judge and Jury Records, which is Neil from 3 Days Grace, the drummer, I believe, and Howard Benson, of course, too. That's their offshoot, their label or whatever. They do production, promo for these bands, so small world. And as much as I've not loved some records that Howard Benson has produced, I do think that he definitely stands out in the world of like 2000s rock. Like he was one of the biggest, along with Don Gilmore, of that era, of having it sound the way it did. We're talking about distinct eras and decades having their own sound. The 2000s in rock, Howard Benson's name is up there. It's making fun of Seosin more than anything because Seosin stomps this song. Damn. I don't know. I'm not a Seosin guy. I've never been huge on Anthony Green. Indeed, Rob, indeed. Ahead of its time. Ahead of the curve. Hey, what's up, that one Therian? Interesting. So it was created exclusively to test out this software. Interesting. Because I know some people that would absolutely just eat this up no matter what. I mean, it didn't sound like a throwaway song necessarily. It's probably just a demo somebody had been sitting on. I'm going to say positive meh for me. I think it was well produced. It sounded clean.
All right, man. I'm ready when y'all are.
This is your song.
Didn't really do it for me beyond that, though. I will say meh for that last one. Now, this is a track off of Zach Bryan's new album, self-titled Hey Driver.
Mike, let's do it.
All right. Here we go.
Featuring The War and Treaty. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. I get where this is going now. So since I forgot that name existed for my Grammy video when they popped up. Yeah, I did not recognize The War and Treaty since they were on Zach Bryan's album this year. I listened to the album several times and have a decent amount of it. I've probably got like 3 or 4 songs shaved from it. This wasn't one of the ones that I loved the most, and I guess I just didn't notice the feature on this one.
So take me down the road that's a little bit windy, to a place they still put sugar in their eyes.
Okay, yeah, I remember the song.
Where the women all fine and the love is fair.
So The War and the Treaty,
Hey, driver, you
are they a
can drop me
duo?
off anyway.
Kind of like the Civil War situation or
Hey,
something?
driver, pull on over. I'm in a fight with God. It's Carolina's shoulder.
You'd think I would remember the song that shouts out Carolina, right?
Daddy always told me, never make a home on the road while your lady.
The last song wasn't attributed to a specific artist. It was a song that, as I'm told, was made specifically to test the vocal software.
I've been riding.
Could be, I could totally have an artist, I just don't know it. They're a black country duo. Nice. Husband and wife. Okay.
Hey driver, the boys are gambling with more than just their cars, with their bottles and their drugs and their Bibles in their hearts.
Sorry I didn't have an answer for you, Canada Rocks. What's up, Right Play?
To a place they still put sugar in their iced tea, where the women are fine and the love is fair.
Good stuff.
Hey driver, you can drop me
off anyway. Yeah, I do remember the song. It wasn't necessarily like oh wow, I don't like this song off of the album. It just wasn't one of the ones that I ended up saving. Ooh, another song from the new Night Verses album. I have not heard anything beyond Karma Wheel and Arrival yet. Totally down to listen to this one. I basically decided to wait for the full album to come out. Because I want the vinyl and I would love to. I'm just picky, man. I can't explain it other than like like to just be sitting with like half of things, and then I overplay that half, and then I don't want to listen to the full thing. It was like the Beach House album last year, Once Twice Melody. I waited for the full thing to come out instead of listening to the 4 EPs as they unfolded. But let's listen. I'm excited. This is an instrumental band. I love them. Shout out to, I believe it's Duffy Loner 64. Longtime viewer. Got me into them. Tundra sent this one our way. So thank you, Tundra. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we've gotten some new stuff for the backdrop throughout the year. Part 1 is out in full, but Part 2 is not until March 1st. I'm almost positive. I say that because of the vinyl pre-order. Night Versus was Imagine Dragons' first album. Yeah, great album. Fucking rock feed. I don't know, boy. That one guitar riff sounds like the beginning of a news broadcast. Today on your nightly news with Night Versus. Fuck yeah, dude. They're just always on one, grinding it out. The atmosphere of this guitar is just sending me somewhere. Shoot like a cannon into space somewhere. I'm not always... Instrumental music can be hit and miss for me as well, but just somebody as technically gifted as this trio, Night Versus, the musicians are just also insanely talented. It's hard for me to look away. Hell yeah. Bound to You is definitely a major thumbs up. I'm very much excited to hear parts 1 and 2 of their album. Every sound has a color in the Valley of Night. Hey! Oh, fuck. I thought I heard something familiar there. These glasses are staying on. Hey, it's Dark Quest sent this one in. Don't mind me, just to do a Lipa fan doing her job since she dropped a new song. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Now, let's fucking vibe. Maybe, better yet, let's dance. This song is fucking ridiculously good. I'm sorry. Kevin Barker, Danny L. Harrell, who worked on Caroline Polachek's album, Dua Lipa, come on. Houdini. Houdini. Like, how is that so... The crunch funk, dude. Tell me all the ways you need me. Catch me or I go Houdini. I love her vocals on this post-chorus. Shows some growth for her. Like, the instrumental work on this track is just... It just pops. It pops off. Like, it's just constantly kind of grinding the night away. A man ago. Please let us get to the outro. I really hope we do. Houdini. Totally agree, K4. Her and Olivia Rodrigo taking the pop industry by the horns. Giving us interesting stuff, fun stuff, too. Definitely, since Kevin Parker's on this, you know it's going to have a psychedelic edge, and it does. The outro just makes me hyped to hit replay. I just want to hit the repeat button. Leave it on replay. I don't dislike Dua's first album. I like a lot of it, actually, but Future Nostalgia, holy shit, what a level up. Go Houdini. Oh God. Now that here's the question. Here's the fucking $1 million question, obviously. A fucking lightning bolt. Yes, thumbs up. The question is where will it fall in my top 50 songs? Because I already know it's going. I already know it's gonna be up there. Are we doing this? We're doing this, huh? Alright, let's do it. Megan Thee Stallion. Cobra, the rock remix that Spirit Box did. I asked for it. I asked somebody to send this in, and the call was answered. All right, Steven. And now I send you this unexpected collaboration. Yeah, I've not heard this. I haven't even heard the original song. Not a huge Megan Thee Stallion fan, I can't say, but I will say fuck Tory Lanez, despite the fact that I might not like Megan Thee Stallion's music. That has nothing to do with how I feel about her as a human and somebody who deserves decency, respect, and to not be shot in the fucking foot and then gaslit about it. So fuck Tory Lanez, fuck Chris Brown, who unfortunately is still out there and free, and let's listen to this song, whether I like it or not. Spirit Box and Megan Thee Stallion, I just never would have put together on paper. I'm just interested to see what Courtney LaPlante is going to lay down vocally. I so desperately want Spirit Box to become popular in the mainstream. Then this is their door.
Breaking down and I had the whole world watching. But the worst part is really who watched me. Every night I cried, I almost died, and nobody close tried to stop it. Long as everybody getting paid, right? Everything will be okay, right? I'm winning, so nobody.
All right.
If I ever fall off, everybody go miss at night.
A little bit more my speed.
Probably why I always end up drinking. Yes, I'm very depressed. How can somebody so best want to slip their wrist? Shit, I probably bleed out some Pinot. When they find me, I'm in Valentino.
All right.
Pouring me shots, thinking it's lit. Little did he know.
I am shedding my skin. I need to harden my heart.
Yeah, fuck Tory Lanez.
From the pain, leave me alone in the dark. I'm shedding my skin. I need to harden my heart to protect myself, but the pain remains within.
Damn, I got problems. Never thought a bitch like me would ever hit rock bottom. Man, I miss my parents. Way too anxious. Always cancel my plans. Pulled up, caught him cheating. Getting his dick sucked in the same spot I'm sleeping. Lord, give me
It's so weird hearing these lyrics over this like ominous, like brooding, like potentially post-hardcore metalcore instrumental. Like the ambiance that it's setting up is intense.
break. I don't know how much more this shit I can take. You been worried about me telling people that's not me. Honestly, it kind of feel like you plotting, watching. Why is you speaking on me at my lowest when you acted like you ain't know? I was tripping, going crazy, and they low-key hating so they ain't gonna say shit. Damn, I finally see I'm killing myself and bitches are dying. This pussy depressed. I'm about to stress it.
The screamed backing vocals are sick. I gotta give credit where it's due. This works. I never would have put that. I did not think this was gonna work. bass sounding like it's from a Death from Above track. That ain't a bad thing. I hope that's not a complaint. I get where you're coming from. I just revisited You're a Woman, I'm a Machine and The Physical World not long ago. Phenomenal albums. I think it works too. I almost don't want to hear the original song. Ever. I just gave it a save on Spotify. I'm shocked. Yeah, I definitely want to hear how that ends, the finale. I'm surprised that I'm giving it a thumbs up, but here we are. All right, the best songs train rolls along. What's coming into the station next? Nick has delivered an early present to us. This is Pearls by Jessie Ware. Definitely a major highlight off of That Feels Good. My favorite, probably Begin Again, but this one is fantastic as well. This is Nick's Song of the Year, and if anyone likes this, if you might end up liking her album, because it's really good, and apparently it's been in constant rotation for Nick. What's Your Pleasure is very good as well. Shake the Bottle, Pearls. There's some great tracks on here. The title track. Free Yourself. That's another one I'm forgetting. Beautiful People. Molly, thank you so much for sending a track in. Oh, such an earworm. Jessie's voice is ridiculous. I was watching something she did, a performance on the BBC. Some of those high notes she hits, it's like, how are you're doing, how are we doing that? You're a human? Okay. You are a human. Cool. Some of the notes that Mariah Carey would hit back in the day, too. My God. Welcome back, Blake. I have not heard Troye Sivan's album. I have only heard the song Rush, and I really liked that. Till the pearls dry. Such smooth disco vibes. I always love finding a username that I love. Pork Chops, the Autumn Fox. That's got to be a reference to something that I'm not catching, right? If not, then it's just a lovely random name that I'm shouting out for no reason. This album is one of the top 10 of the year on RYM. That does not surprise me, actually. Yeah, high, powerful notes come easy to her. You will know that if you watch a live performance, too. You will see her pull it off live. Till the pearls fall. Requests are still open, guys. If you would like to add something to the queue, now's your chance. Hit the top link in the description. Just make sure you include the YouTube link, and we'll listen to your song request. Just make sure it's something from 2023 or December 2022. Shake it till the pearls fall off. Good stuff. Hey, Ooga Booga. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Going pretty well on my end. Hope you're doing well. All right, CC Karaoke, what do we got? From the sub 1,000 sub club. Okay. So under 1,000 subs, Robbie Fitzsimmons, we are the Watchers. It was cut off for some reason.
The moon and earth pull back and forth, and soon every molecule made peace with
It's not a reference. That makes it even better. Even better.
the watchers. We are absorbers, and we'll feel the pull.
Kind of like the strings kind of pulling this out of its element. This is really pretty. Ha. Vlogger 306, I appreciate the effort, but unfortunately that will not be revealed just yet what my favorite song of the year is. Gotta save that for the video, baby.
Volcanoes were forging in chaos, but the payoffs where they stand, the scars that carve.
Yo, you have yourself a good one, Steven. Thanks for sending those songs in, and have yourself a good night. Ooh, Jason, it sounds like you got a little, you got a race on your hands. You got 1, 2, 3, you got a 4-way race for the top. Which Cafuné song? I'm curious. Solid vibes on that. Really a nice serenity to that. Under 1,000 too. Show him some love. That's a thumbs up material, CC. Hell yeah. So, Cable B, what do we got here? From No Evil Music's third album, Bronze. So this is So Far by No Evil Music. Dude, that bass is dark as hell. Wicked tone. Oh, hey, hell, it's okay. Let me find you real quick. We'll get it sorted out. What was the name of the artist and the song that you were intending to send, just so I can pull that up? I would love for doing a top future nostalgia. Hell yeah. I mean, like, let's hear if Lord melodrama, at least for me, you know, like a pinnacle like that, like a 5 out of 5 type of album from a pop artist, I'd love to hear Do It make her perfect album. No worries, Royal Lynn, 6 Feet Deep. No Evil Music. Lies, liar. We've all heard AJR. Yes, I know they have a new album out. No, I'm not gonna listen to it unless I fucking have to. See no evil music. I see no evil music. So, for context, I have no context, so it's difficult for me to say without knowing much about No Evil Music, as in nothing. It just, to me, kind of felt like it was circling, waiting to attack, but it never did. So, I don't know. Meh. It's difficult to say based on a minute, like, you know, minute and 40 seconds. It can be tough, especially with something instrumental. Someone needs to pay you $200 or something on Tuesday to make you hear something from It. I said we're talking AJR. Ooh, hell yeah, Ross. We got one in common here. Not my top song of the year, but it's one of my favorites. My favorite song of the year easily, and they're in my top 10 favorite bands as well, so we have that in common. We do have that in common, indeed. Paper Machete. The solo on this is just ridiculous. Just takes me straight back to Little Sister in 2005, which was my first Queens of the Stone Age song. Oof. 306. That sounds rough. Love that little stall and wind up with those sizzling hot guitars. Was that your first ever listen to Songs for the Deaf, Trains? Classic indeed, though. Drumming on this goes hard, too. Oh God, did Brad suffer through it? Don't doubt it. Yeah, Mikey Shoes is great on bass. Definitely fits Queens very, very well. Sound like somebody starting a chainsaw or something. Fuck yeah. You're a paper machete. The punster in me can't help but love all of the puns on the new Queens album. Album reviewer guy, we got some Teenage Wrist here. This is Sprawled. I found their new album to be disappointing. I haven't gone back to it though since it came out. I need to give it another chance. I didn't like a lot of it though. I've been loving the new Teenage Wrist Up. Fuck. Sorry, we're on different pages here, and this is my favorite track on it. I hope you like it if you haven't heard it already. I've heard it twice. It caught me off guard with how uneven it was, I thought. I get how that tone on the solo is not going to be for everyone. I think I was just conditioned and trained to love it because, like I said, Queens of the Stone Age, Little Sister, that was one of the first 7 songs on my first ever mix CD that I've talked about many times in the past. So that was part of shaping my music taste early on. I think I have a natural inclination to that style, that tone. I think the second half of the year has been stronger personally, Damien. I wasn't crazy about Teenage Wrist album either, yet I still go back to Earth is a Black Hole pretty regularly. Personally, I would say their first album is still their best. Thank you, Dark Quest. Appreciate you. Hey, Nunez. Good to see you, dude. Yes, queue open. If you'd like to add something, anyone, go right ahead. Yeah, Brad's gonna lose his mind. I've tried to warn him. I'm like, dog, there's a reason. I know I'm an old man yelling at the cloud, but I am about a decade older than Brad. Poor kid's gonna burn himself to the ground with the amount of trash that he's got himself reacting to. I feel like I'm just kind of waiting for the next chapter to unfold for Teenage Wrist, and they do try some interesting stuff like this on the album. This is definitely a variation for them, off the beaten path, but it doesn't always really work. Now, I'm not saying that this is one of those moments. I'm kind of digging this, as it reminds me, I guess. I kind of forgot about this song. Pretty interesting how they kind of shift up that mood. I really do like that the drums get some emphasis, even with this almost more elegant sound that they're sporting here in the second half of the song. Not surprising, K4. Even worse than me, huh? Everything comes full circle. Yeah, this one kind of pops out to me. I'm gonna say a thumbs up. I'm gonna give this one a save. If for no other reason than I need to go check out this album again. Because as of now, it's probably gonna be somewhere in my disappointed list. So Hannah is going out of town this coming weekend. Thank you again for sending that one in. Thank you for the reminder. This was your favorite track off of the album. That's cool that it wasn't one of the singles. Before we get into this, what was I going to say? Yeah, Hannah's going out of town next weekend with her. So her mom is coming in. She's going to spend a couple of weeks with us for Thanksgiving. And, but after they get in on Wednesday this week, then they're going to Pittsburgh for the weekend, for a long weekend. So I will be around working on the Worst Songs of 2023 video, getting everything ready, doing work ahead of time on some of that, some of the year-end stuff, getting ahead on SOS and everything like that. We already got 2 of those shot, just need to be edited, which is easier said than done, especially the one with my dad. But still, I'm excited. We got some good stuff cooking for sure. So we will have that stream for the worst songs where I get submissions from you guys to make sure that I have not missed anything, or if I need a refresher, I'll probably be playing some of the songs that I have already on my Google Doc just to refresh my memory. and give myself night terrors. Hey, Ooga Booga, thank you so much, dude. Appreciate you. Good to see you again. Now let's listen to Puppet Jewels, Groundbreaking Crowns. Well, that's just a lot of them. That's a lot of names. Let's go. Here's a song by self-made music artist Groundbreaking. It's a trap EDM metalcore hybrid sound. Wonder what you think. Okay. All right, Puppet Jewels. Let's see what I think. By the way, cool username. I like that. Maybe it's just because it makes me think of that song, The Jeweler's Hands by Arctic Monkeys. Check out You and I by Godsmack and put it in your worst of the year. I actually have that on my tentative list, I believe. I think it was like Luke or somebody else from the Rock Coliseum we were talking about that song. Interesting combination here. Homie's pouring his heart into the microphone there. My God. Sounds like he's bleeding out in front of the mic. I'm kidding. It's like a heart on the sleeve type of thing. Thank you, Hell. Oh, that was... Nah, I'm sorry. That did not scratch an itch for me at all. See, I saw everything that it was trying to do, and it just... I don't know. No hate, no shade. I mean, if there's an audience for it, I guess it was competent for what it was. I just don't think that it worked, and I thought the vocals were pretty damn rough. Sorry, but definitely a thumbs down. All right, Hillel Frankel, Wish Me Luck by Wallows. Let's go. Was this year? Was this year? Oh, actually might have been December of last year. Yep. That's who asked me about if they could send something from December. Absolutely, it counts, right? I don't even know if I remember this one. I guess I do. I think I remember liking it more than like that Remote EP and some of the other recent stuff they've done. They can be inconsistent, but the good stuff really hits. I appreciate the kind words, Hillel. Thank you so much. Wanted to share this Wallows song. Not really a fan of theirs, but I'm really digging this new song. It's almost shoegazy in a way. Oh yeah, I remember liking this. Why didn't I save this? Nunez, it just clicked in my mind what that was a reference to. I try to forget about Will.i.am and Mick Jagger and pretend that it can't hurt me, but it can. And it just did. After these next two, there's one that we unfortunately someone forgot to include with theirs, so we're going to listen to Royal Lens 6 Feet Deep here in a couple of songs. I didn't want to call you out, Hell, okay? I wasn't going to put you on the spot, but fine. It was Hell. It was Hell, not Hillel Frankel. Unless it's the same person. I don't think it is, though, because I see them both in the chat right now. That Wallows track is... I mean, it's not their best. Definitely don't think it's, like, near the top of their best. I think their best work was some of those first 4 singles they put out before getting signed, like Pleaser and Uncomfortable and Pulling Leaves Off of Trees, and then their album Nothing Happens. Nothing else has really matched that for me with them. Cable B, what have you got for us? Radagon, the Final Battle Doom version. So this is from Elden Ring, the game. Intense. I heard a lot of shit about this game. But as a... I can't call myself a gamer. I've got several consoles. I play some stuff, but super casually. Not like online and competitively and stuff, maybe. Hey, Cinematic Sterling, thank you so much. Thank you guys, I appreciate you, and I appreciate the energy in the chat as well. Much love to everybody here hanging out. Appreciate you guys. If you could do me a favor, if you haven't already, slap that like button. Because we fighting bosses right now, okay? I'm playing Elden Ring right now, but ARTV is my audio. A true one right there. How am I in video games? Good, decent, bad, or terrible? I'm going to give myself a bad, okay? I'm not going to say I'm terrible. There's games that I'm terrible at. I can be decent. I would never call myself good. Dude, this is fucking nasty. I like this. Epic as hell. I should put this in my vocals not required playlist. I do believe don't mind me, I do believe I will. Whew. That is if it's not... Shit, is it not on Spotify? I don't know if this is the same song or not. I'm confused. We got... You know what, Nunez? I wasn't going to flex like that, but yeah, you know... We have an island, 5-star island on Animal Crossing. What of it, hater? What you think you're gonna do? You think you're gonna fuck with me? This music blaring in the background? I'm out here stomping around my island in Animal Crossing 2 a.m. What you gonna fucking do? Oh, you're gonna stop me? On my island? Bitch, please. I know Timmy and Tommy Nook. Please. Yo, talk to me, Cece. How you mean? Because I would be curious. First over Labor Day and again at the beginning of this month. So define recent changes, because I know things with YouTube are always changing. And I'm always like, wait, what? How do I impress the algorithm? Oh yeah, the new DLC wave for the Mario Kart tracks. That's right. Thank you for reminding me. Might do that tonight after the stream. Hannah and I need to check those out. We bought the $25 pass whenever they first announced it. Finally, the final wave coming through. Yo, Nunez, thank you so much, dude. Briefly saw that gif. Heavenward, let's go. Let's go heavenward, just like Wolf Alice once said. This is the song Choke from their album. That's crazy, dude. That song came up on Shuffle yesterday. This song. And I was like, oh my God, I need to listen to that album again. They did have, I agree with you, Jason. Great stuff. I liked it a lot more than the Teenage Wrist album. If you know, you know. Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know that you found out about that from me. Well, hell yeah. This is the closing track from said album, Choke. Oh yeah, we've been Mario Karters since we got a Switch in 2018, I guess it was. That's a good question, Ascension. I would need to see. Let me pull it up. My favorite tracks from the DLC. Now, keep in mind, I haven't played the final wave yet. At least on Mario Kart 8. I'm sure I've played a lot of them. In fact, I know I've played them in the past on other systems. Oh, what was that one? I'm so bad at course names. DLC. Let's go in the waves. Highly recommend checking out this album, guys. If you're into like 90s alt rock, a little bit of grungy shoegaze undertones and stuff, a good mix. Okay, I'm looking at the DLC tracks from Mario Kart. Oh, Waluigi Pinball is so much fun. Boo Lake, I love. I thought Boo Lake was a lot of fun. I had never actually played that one before. Waluigi Pinball I had. I am anticipating the new Rainbow Road that was just added. Yoshi's Island. I think that would probably be Hannah's favorite. I'm gonna go Waluigi Pinball if I gotta pick one. Fun Chaos. The Sunday one is also Sky High Sunday. A lot of fun. My faves would be Waluigi Pinball, Singapore Speedway. That's a good one. The Bath one and Sky High Sunday. Breaking out the big old thumbs up button for that one. Choke by Heavenward. Very underrated, unfortunately. This is Campton is in this band, I believe is the singer, who was also responsible for the Chain Gang of 1979, who some of you probably recognize from Grand Theft Auto 5 Radio. Their song Sleepwalking, I think, is in there. Also used to be the frontman of Teenage Wrist until I guess there was a falling out. And now Teenage Wrist and Heavenward have collaborated and toured together, so I guess it's all good. It's just interesting that he's been around in like all of those bands. Now for Hell, we're going to listen to Royal Lynn, 6 Feet Deep, and while we're doing so, we're going to take our next free request, so go ahead and get that ready if you haven't sent in a song already, not planning to. We're keeping this open to everybody else in the chat, so for a free request, boom. Get it poppin'. Ooga booga. Hey, ARTV, I meant to donate 30 instead of 20 since the song is 6 minutes long. I tell you what, I know yours is a few down in the queue. Once we get to yours, if you want to send in another $10 dono, I will just remember and I will open the Karma Kid song in another tab so we can listen to the full thing. Royal Lynn, 6 Feet Deep. Here we go.
Some people think it's a curse. They gon' drag my name down through the dirt. They really think it
Thank
can't
you,
get
Krispy
worse.
Kreme.
Burns. I'll see it all along.
I'm just kidding. Hell yeah. You love to see it.
'Cause I never needed anyone but me. Keep my circle tight, got no bad company.
I feel like I've heard this. I was about to say redneck. I was like, kind of sounds like it's got a country girl vibe to it. And there you go, because I'm a redneck. It's got like a metal meets country thing going on. Bogus operandi. Nice. I'm seeing some good suggestions. I'm curious about Victoria Monet as well. I mean, the more we go on, it just feels like corny. Like, I don't know. The lyrics, it's just like I see in the comments of the audio upload. It's just like, oh, this is my anthem. This is my anthem. I mean, okay. I'm not into it. Solid enough instrumental work. I like this little passage right here. Keep the free suggestions coming, guys. We'll be listening, or picking one, I should say, after this song. I don't... Yeah, I didn't see that comment. You're right, Nunez. I bet I could find it. This is the kind of music that makes me feel like a young person again. That's one of the top comments. I can't believe I just found you. Your music is badass. Keep it going, girl. No, I'm not seeing any. To be fair to the artist, I don't see any. I don't normally listen to metal music. I normally only listen to MAGA music, but this has made me rethink everything. Imagine Tom McDonald just drops a deathcore track about fucking jerking off to American flags. Would you listen to me? I'd listen to me. Let's pick a freebie. Let's go. Picking at random. If I land on someone that's already sent in a song, we're picking something else. Boom. Stop. Landed on. Wow. There you go. Meant to be, huh? Jamal. Congratulations. Landed on yours. Jamal 4473. Victoria Monet, On My Mama. Is that the song that got nominated for the Grammy? If so, then absolutely splendid. This is what I needed to be introduced to. People were mad that I hadn't heard it. I'm sorry, I can't hear everything. I try. I don't, but I'll say I try.
When they say she get it from her mama, I'ma say you fucking right. Body rude is unpolite. Don't be in a humble type. Tell me, is you down?
Much better than those Rage Against the Machines.
Left or right, I just wanna live in a fantasy. I think we deserve it right. Top of the
ambiance is second to none.
I've ever made in my life. Permanent ecstasy. The ladies is pimps tonight. Living inside a dream. Let's play where the love is like.
That subtle brass working its way in.
Mama on my hood. I look fly. I look
Good.
You can't touch my bag. Wish you could. I look fly. I look too good. Put that on my mama on my hood. I look fly. I look
Love how chill that instrumental sounds. Just the confident flow and vibe of it.
back. Wish you could.
I'm gonna give it a save.
I look too good.
This music suggestion night is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Oh, Ooga Booga, thank you so much, dude.
Like a grandma with a peppermint. They say, oh, she smell good. That's just cause I'm heaven sent. Sex game goes stupid. Snapping like a toothpick.
Sorry for your loss, by the way, Uka. All around, that sounds awful.
I know you think I'm fine. Might be too fine to hit it from behind. Reflection in the mirror, don't decline. I can't even lie. I put that on my mama, on my.
See, Tom, I would do that if I gave a shit about the Grammys. I don't. I'm not even gonna watch the actual award show anymore. Like, I haven't for a couple of years at this point. It's just interesting to look at the nominees. Kind of like with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Like, I don't typically tune into the actual broadcast. Not exactly new, but she's been popping off lately. Hell yeah. Sounds like that old Ludacris song. My chick bad, my chick good, my chick do things. I can't remember how it goes, but backing vocals have that energy. Luda. Is that a direct quote from somebody that you know? Okay. Back in my day, radios had 3 stations and they were spotty. Your choices were Christian hits, gospel, or hair metal, and that was it. Hair metal it is. The Simpsons were joking about how irrelevant the Grammys were 30 years ago. That says it all right there. Boom. If only we had all learned our lesson sooner rather than later. The Academy has officially been in panic mode since #MeToo, since 2017. And it just keeps getting worse for them, it seems like. And I have a hard time feeling an ounce of, I don't know, sympathy for the Academy. I'd like to not thank the Academy. All right, let's get back over to the queue. My chick do stuff that your chick wish she could. I can't even make that sound good. I have no flow like that. My chick do stuff that your chick wish she could. My chick bad, my chick good. My chick do stuff your chick wish she could. I can't make it flow right. I'd have to look up the fucking... There's only one flow and one writer, and it ain't me. It ain't me. It ain't me. I tell you what. We're going to play this next song from JPEG Mafia and Danny Brown that Leon sent us. God Loves You from Scaring the Hoes. Not my cup of tea, but I respect it. As I've said before, not going to be on my albums list, but I respect it. Just couldn't. I like a lot of Danny Brown stuff individually, and I don't know. This just didn't pan out for me. I like a decent amount of Peggy stuff as well. JPEG Mafia. I don't know. I'm not the biggest hip-hop head on the block. That's probably why. Another contender for Song of the Year for me, alongside Jessie Ware. Nice. Sample Delia going crazy. In comes Underwear Crash. You know. This is going to be the album of the year on RYM. Not too crazy to me. I see it. Hey, Ocean. Good to see you, dude. Thanks for popping in, and thanks for the love. Appreciate you. Hope you're doing well as well. I'm sorry to hear that you're having a tough time. I apologize. I say that. I didn't read the full message. I'm sorry. My chat is like glitching the hell out on me. I don't know what's going on. Streamlabs, chill. Okay, now I can see the full thing. John, just stopping by, having a tough time, but your vids and streams especially are always comforting. Oh, thank you, dude. I'm sorry you're having a tough time. Is it weird that I almost like more? I like the production almost more than anything else. Beats and samples are going crazy. I know I gotta be the weirdo out here going meh to scaring the hoes, but here I am. Just not really for me. Will XX Brutal Swag make a list of his best songs this year? I guess it's a possibility since he is in the basement again. I don't know. I really don't know if I want to lend him any equipment. Last time that happened, I got a broken microphone back, so because he was pissed while watching the what was it, the Loudwire Metal Gods Awards or whatever it was. Five Finger Death Punch didn't win. Slammed my Shure SM7B right through the garage window. And there went that. So, thanks, Brutal. Thanks, Brutal. Directly below me in hell. Yeah, I know that one was fucked up even by my standards. Let's listen to Molly's submission, Hemlock Springs Heaven, spelled differently. Heaven. I appreciate your honesty. Thank you, Nunez. Hey, John, this is one of my favorite synth pop songs from this year, and the EP it's on is worth checking out, too. Nice. Seems to have a nice spark to it already. Ooh, Church's vibes. Lauren Mayberry. For psychos. Psycho-centered, psychosexual, whatever they're calling themselves. Can I do the Brian Stars voice? Hey, what's up, guys? It's Brian. Now, for those of you who don't know what a bong is, this is heat. I love the kind of almost attack and release juxtaposition of these darker instrumentals with a light on its feet vocal. Heck yeah, dude. Oh, I was excited to hear that synth break, too. Well, I gave it a like. Thank you, Molly. I will definitely check out the song again. If I end up loving it as much as I think I do, I might give that EP a listen. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Tell you what, while we're here, why don't I show you guys another one of my favorite songs of the year? Let's see if we can find something that I think maybe not as many people would know and or remember. I'm trying to think because I don't want to necessarily play something that we've already listened to on stream. This is a really good one. I have a feeling a lot of you have heard the Idols LCD Sound System collab track Dancer, though. I could be wrong. Damn, there's some good choices here. I'm having a hard time. My knees are buckling trying to pick something. John, my dude. This is why we don't do this on the spot. It's because I can't make a decision. It always happens like this. It's okay. We'll listen to 7-Eleven by Buddha Trixie.
Discount the others, throw out the rule book. You're the only one I can turn to. You're not like the others.
I would say we went pretty underground, Tom.
So predetermined, no disarray or attempts on my life yet.
This track's only got 40,000 streams.
I'm a lucky fellow. But everybody loves you till they hate you. Everybody
Till
loves
they
you
hate you, hate you too. Love this vocal here.
Everybody loves you till they hate you. Everybody loves you till they hate you too.
Last call if you want to add something to the queue. By the way, guys, if you want to add something, it's the top link in the description or the pinned comment. I have not heard the new Sprain album. Lights out. Yeah, baby, we in the indie rock days. Hey, you. If you like it, check it out. I think Buddha Trixie are dope. It just depends on your taste in music. I'm super into shit like that. I think they fucking rule. So shout out to 7-Eleven by Buddha Trixie. Now let's get back to the queue and listen to some more Hail the Sun. This is Chunker. I actually did. Okay, so Darkcast asked, did you end up checking out the album after I sent in 60-minute session blocks? Yes, I did. And, you know, I liked a decent amount of it. This was one of the standout tracks. It's crazy that you nailed it spot on, though. If it was you that sent in the original one, 60-minute session blocks, I believe it was. I loved that song, and that ended up being my favorite off of the album, too. It was really interesting to me because I was familiar with Hail the Sun mainly by name only. I think I had heard maybe a couple of songs, but 60-minute session blocks was my first, like, real, like, sit down, we're in it type of situation. And I really enjoyed that. I still have that one saved. Oh, hell yeah, Astra Downer. Brett's on fire over here. Dude, this bass is going nuts right now, too. I love how dug in it feels to contrast that literally untamable guitar. Oh god, the Frets on Fire forums. I probably wasn't as active as you, CC, but that was... I just pulled that one out of my ass, too. Frets on Fire. I hadn't thought about that in a while. Shit. Right in the guitar solo, too. That was Chunker by Hail the Sun. Another thumbs up from them. Another one of my favorite tracks on that album. That was my first album experience with Hail the Sun. I'm digging it. All right, Ooga Booga, we're going to go ahead and put yours on next. And I did get the other $10 dono you sent with it. So we're going to open this in another tab so we can listen to the full song to make sure we get everything. Oh, God, I haven't heard the name Frets on Fire in a decade. Oh, I'm jogging memories out here tonight. Let's go. This is Karma Kid, The Gates Will Open. Knock on wood, but Streamlabs has been doing pretty solid recently about not fucking up and skipping over stuff. Like the past several streams, we haven't had an issue, so yay. Lucky me. Thank you so much for sending a song. Let me read your other message that you sent to Uga. I found this song in the game EAFC 24. Soccer, if I'm not mistaken, right? It's catchy and keeps you invested as a listener. You can tell the artists put a lot of emotion into the song when you hear the lyrics and see what the music video illustrates. Cool. Well, I'll keep the video open then. I've got it open in this tab anyways, so let's take a look. Uga also said this song hits home for me since I lost my grandfather and 2 of my pets this year. Dude, I can't imagine. All in 1 year. Grandfather and 2 of your pets in a year. I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm sure it's been an emotional journey. When times seem dark, we try to see the brighter sides of things. This song hits home for me. Yeah, I get that. From the In Flames album, I only heard the first 2 singles. I thought they were solid. I wasn't in love, but I definitely liked them. I hope you're doing alright, Uga. I can see why this has a sense of comfort to you. This, to me, already just kind of feels like, I don't know, I'm a type of person, like, when I get really stressed or overwhelmed, I like to get outside. Like, literally touching grass or just being in nature is so, I don't know if comforting is the right word. Maybe healing is a nice word, especially with, like, music on. I love to just, like, walk to the park or something and just, like, throw something on. This will be something that goes in that playlist. It just kind of feels like a warm ray of sun in the winter, in these months that we're about to head into, at least in the States. Warm sun on a cold day. Good vibes. So good. The production is ridiculous. So good. That's just clean AF, dude. How is a 2024 video game already out in 2023? It's kind of like they do with cars, you know, Tom. Like, if they're like, oh, the new Toyota Camry 2024, the new 2024 Camry by Toyota will come out in 2023. It's just like the reveal. I guess it's like buying a calendar before the year's over. You know, that's actually really... I never put a finger on that before Ascension, but that's surprisingly poignant, what you just said there. I can relate. Having a change of scenery always helps, whether it's going outside or watching videos about another country. I like doing that. There's a channel that I found recently. I know it's a kind of like, I don't want to say it's a rebrand. I think it's just English language version of a channel that had already existed, I believe, like in Germany, if I'm not mistaken. But the name of the channel is Fern, and they've been putting out some super interesting content that I've really been enjoying, and mostly about stuff overseas, not in America. I think I'm going to give this a save, and then it's probably going to end up in my night drive playlist, a couple of other things. Love how ethereal those vocals feel. Oh, hey, Gengate Crafter. Dude, congratulations. Proposing soon. That's amazing. Huge congrats. That's crazy. I feel like I remember you coming into stream and we talked about you maybe just starting dating for the first time? Congratulations either way, dude. I'm hyped for that album as well. Absolutely. Bless you too, dude. God bless you. This is just like, you know, they talk about things like trial by fire. I think this is a cleansing by fire. You know, maybe it's just the music video that's putting that into my head. Let me pull it up briefly for you guys. I forgot I was playing it in another tab. All you see is this dude staring into space. My bad. My bad. What's the worst take that I've ever seen in an album review? Man, I don't know. Fantano's got me going plenty of times, but all love at the end of the day. But I don't know. My man's got some weird takes. Like that Deftones one always killed me. That the song Genesis is a centrist's anthem. That made me laugh out loud. And some of the stuff he said about the Wolf Alice album, Blue Weekend, I was like, I just don't think that you listened to this more than once. And if you did, like, it doesn't feel like it had your full attention. And I unfortunately do feel like that sometimes. It's like some albums, it's like, you can tell, not just, it could be with me or with anybody, because I know that I've had times in the past where I'm like, I didn't listen to that enough. I shouldn't have put out that review yet. But fortunately, I've learned from those mistakes. It's been a long time since I've done that. Great stuff, Ooga Booga. That was Karma Kid, The Gates Will Open. Very cathartic track. Very much so. Save and a thumbs up from me. Let's see what we have up next from Hell, H-E-L. Sophia Lloyd, Imposter Syndrome, coming down the coming down the pipeline. ARTV beef, ARTV beef. Yes, what happened? Bring back the replying to comments segment on YouTube, Fantano. It's been I really don't watch many needle drop videos intentionally. It's always kind of been that way. But I don't know. I don't like to watch things where I just feel I know that we're going to probably have very different opinions. So it's fine. Let him have it. He has more followers, so it means he's right? A little bit of a generic start. Any songs you want me to write based on one of your experiences, John? I'm open to ideas. It's funny you asked that. Somebody asked me that once before. But that was a long time ago, and I actually did give them something. I don't know. I don't know if I got anything for you off the top of my head. Pretty powerful voice. I just kind of feel like these light chugging guitars with this more kind of symphonic edge they're trying to give it just ends up feeling like a Hailstorm B-side or offshoot or something. Okay. Pulling out a big solo. Shooting for the stars. Yo, shout out to A Single Tear by Converge. I got nothing to say as far as the rest of the conversation. I just want to shout out that song. Banger. It usually has more of a choir on it and the background chanting. That actually sounds like it might sound a little more epic in full, but I get because this is like the Hailstorm collab version or whatever. To me, it just kind of sounds more like a leftover Hailstorm song because of that. Have I ever checked out the Callous Deo Boys? No, I have not. Sophie is a great guitar player. I believe Sophie played with MGK for a little while there, huh? If I'm thinking of the same person. Song definitely got better in the second half. I'm going to say a light thumbs up. It was sounding a little generic, but it really did roll into something. The solo was solid enough. It wasn't like a face melter per se, but it really worked for what the song was. And now for the Proclaimers, Make My Heart Fly. Cinematic Sterling has sent us this. Sucks to Say I Knew You is a cool song title, Jen. I like that. Make My Heart Fly band version. Well, this is not a 2023 song, but we shall listen anyways. We need a step out of our 12 months that we've been locked into all stream. Oh, this is nice. Got some Scots in the queue? Okay, then. Oh, I'm looking at the queue now. And I see a song that we got sent on stream before that I discovered because of that. Cool to see that come back around. So they re-released the album this year, Super Deluxe. Nice. And I would walk 500 miles. We got to give the Proclaimers some love, right? We got to give them their due. Good track. Thank you, Cinematic Sterling. And by the way, I really am sorry to hear about what you're dealing with. I'm not gonna call it out specifically on stream, but still, really am sorry to hear that you're dealing with that, dude. Nunez, what have you got for me? Kalela, Contact. Here we go. So I've been enjoying this two-step / alternative R&B track throughout the entire year. I think it blends being a very chill track that also has a good energy to it through the sweet instrumental and vocal performance. Cool. Which of the two new Green Day songs is better? I've said it. I think they're kind of hand in hand, neck and neck for me. If I had to pick one, I'd probably go with Look Ma, No Brains too. Barely. I feel like I should be in the back of a cab. That's a cool feeling. Just has that nighttime energy. Some mystery to it. Yeah, I am very much glad and excited to see that Green Day have teamed back up with Rob Cavallo. Desperately needed, and Chris Dugan. Or Chris... Well, yeah, Chris Dugan and Chris Lord Algie. Such a chill, well, yeah, two-step, obviously. Just with that style of like beat and production, I don't know. It's not every artist, I guess is what I'm trying to say, that would be able to pull off something sounding this smooth with that style of percussion. Thumbs up. Not necessarily my typical cup of tea, but I appreciate this. I haven't heard the remixes, Jen. I have heard the song itself already over, and I dig it. I think it's good. I don't think it's worthy of like 8 remixes or whatever it was type of good, but I thought it was solid, better than like In My Head, for example. Logic, Wake Up featuring Lucy Rose. Lucky Me sent this one in. I know you're not the biggest fan of Logic. And this album does have its flaws, but I really do enjoy this kind of boom bap hip hop that calls back to his early work. Okay. Let's see what Wake Up sounds like. Yeah, exactly, Nunez. I think that's kind of what I was trying to say. The goat is back. In my head, I get why it was made for the Scream movie or whatever, but he was really trying to push that one. Yeah, of course. Yeah, Meteora 20, of course, to listen to everything that it had to offer. I didn't buy it because it was too expensive. I didn't feel comfortable dropping that kind of money on the box set. I'm not a huge box set guy. I do them sometimes, but not always. I just don't want to get into that habit. But I think, other than Lost, More the Victim was my favorite too. But Lost. Solid bars on this. I like the focus that I'm hearing from Logic on this. Definitely feels like he's playing to his strong suits and his talent rather than, well, Supermarket and some of that other bullshit. Yeah, that's a good way to put it, Ellie. Yeah, Weezer of rap music, very inconsistent album-wise. They call it a trap cause they trapping us. Take our money, then they don't give it back to us. Black man can't even get himself a bachelor. Dropped out of school, then he picked up his spatula. Cause he never had a good role model. Here's the question, guys. What do we think? For those of you still here and hanging out, appreciate you. What do you think? Here, maybe we put up a poll. You know what? I don't even think it needs a poll. We'll just ask. What do you guys think? Because I already know my answer, but I'm curious to see what you say without me swaying you one way or the other. Do you think that songs released in, say, 2023 or whatever the current year is, do you think if a song comes out that year, even though it was recorded in another year, does it still count for that year? Is there a certain amount of time that's passed? For example, Now and Then by the Beatles. Is that eligible? Is Lost by Linkin Park? Even though it was recorded 20 years ago, no one had heard it. Not in its finished form, at least. 20 years later, it comes out. Does it count for that current year? There's the question. Fire away. I think I see the finish line. Got a vision now. Don't diminish mine. Strong thumbs down. No mention of his lemon drop. We need Logic doing Chili Peppers again. Come on. Everybody loved that. Hey, true that, Ellie. Indeed. I'm going to let some more opinions come through before I say my piece.
And on a beautiful autumn day in 2011, Logic and his best friends drive through the slums of College Park in a Chevy Impala, around the streets of Prince George's County, cruising through an unknown universe.
I'm going to say positive Matt.
Beginning a journey that would
I'm assuming the outro ties into the
not
album,
only their own,
which is fine.
but the lives of millions of people.
Okay, so we've gotten enough takes in the chat, I think. I'm with the majority of you. I think it counts as well. I think whatever year it comes out in doesn't matter if it was recorded in 1987, if it came out in 2023, if it wasn't previously released. There's times where it's like, okay, what's that song off of the Deftones' Eros album? If you're a Deftones fan, you're probably familiar with their unreleased album that was made with their bass player who unfortunately got into a car accident, fell into a coma for years, and then eventually passed away. Long story short, essentially there is one song, Smile, that is out, but not out. Like, it's not official, it's not on streaming or anything, but it's out there in good quality. Would it count if they put it out next year? Would it count towards 2024, or would it count towards, well, whenever it came out or leaked back in 2008? I don't know. It's hard to say. There's sometimes where it is a little bit more complicated, is what I'm trying to say. I just think that most of the time, it normally is something that I count towards the year that it released in. So that includes Now and Then by the Beatles, and what's another song that came out? Well, didn't come out. It came out this year that was recorded 20 years ago. Lost, Linkin Park. Okay, Streamlabs, I was just giving you so much credit, and here you go, fucking it up. This is not Sufjan Stevens, not yet. This is supposed to be the Honest Heart Collective, Suffocate.
As much as this hurts to admit, could you keep it secret?
Leaks don't count, but what if the band themselves leaked it?
It's front, just a boy out for blood.
What if?
Nobody can see I'm desperately avoiding
Yeah, that, Damien, I think makes sense. If it's been played live but not officially released, I still think it's like a... I don't know. If it's not widely available to everyone, then I don't think it's been released yet. Suffocates me now. Such a good song. Might not quite make my top 50, but I got sent this on stream. Let's see when I added it to the Hall of Fame playlist. I know it's been a little bit since we got this one. Yeah, this was February that we got this. So I've been listening to this consistently throughout the year. It reminds me a little bit of You Me at 6. Such a good groove that sticks around to a big roaring hook. Do I even want it now? My expectations, body else. Ooh.
Suffocates me now.
Love these guys, such an underrated act from Canada. I love to see them get some love. I spend my whole life trying to... So Krispy Kreme sent this one in. Sorry, just now getting back to the message. Probably one of my favorites to come out this year. Nice. Bluesy hard rock. It's interesting that you would say that. I could see a little bit of blues in there. I'd say it's just more like modern. Strikes me as modern alt rock. Oh yeah, Jason. Hell yeah, dude. Yep. The Reaction Stream Hall of Fame now includes Father, Son, and Ilse. Indeed. That California track was really, really good. I actually ended up showing my dad that song because he came over earlier this week, and I showed him a few things, and that was one of the songs that came up, and he really liked it. Now, before we play our final song of the evening, which is Sufjan Stevens, So You Are Tired, we will go out on that one. Before we do so, let me find one more from my own personal list from this year and give you a sample. Let's see. I'm going to pick something this time that's for sure going to be in my top 50. And I don't want it to be something we've already listened to on stream. Which definitely eliminates some. That's for sure, because some of these definitely came from the stream. I almost clicked on an 8-minute song. That one's not going to work. That's not going to make sense in a 30-second preview. All right. Wake up. Avenged Sevenfold in the top 50. No, I'm sorry, dude. No chance. It's true, Tom, and I like that. I found some great stuff here. That's for sure. You guys will definitely be getting an extra shout out this year in the top 50 video. Hey, Send a Zero, what's up, dude? Such fire, dude. This is Every Time I Die and Dillinger Escape Plan coming together to make a band. Ugh. No one gets my There's your preview. There you go. How far are you willing to reach? So good. Greg Puciato, thank you for existing. How has Greg not destroyed his voice? That's a fantastic question, dude. I have no idea. Dude must have a hell of a budget for a fucking vocal coach. Like, all right, Greg. Well, you blew out your voice again, screaming like a fucking madman. Let's go ahead and put those vocal cords in ice. Here we go. So You Are Tired. I'm waiting for the shout out in the worst songs video. Yeah, Jason's like, I don't want a shout out for the best. I want to be known for the worst.
So you are tired of us. So rest your head. Turning back 14 years of what I did and said. So you are breathing disaster. I did what I was told, but I was a man born invisible.
Damn.
Was it something I said or some kind of joke?
Didn't his partner pass away?
So you are tired.
I don't know a ton about Sufjan. I've never been like super into his music, but I've heard that he's been through some shit. Numbers guy sent this one in. Since I heard you mention about what the highest rated content of RYM is, I've decided to send in the highest rated single of this year, a chamber folk song by Sufjan Stevens. Beautiful choice. Thank you. This is my first time hearing this. Chills. So well written. Saved. Oh my god, Tom, that sounds awful. Paralyzed him, and after a hospital stint, had to relearn how to walk. Wow. Mr. CG feeling attacked right in the heart right now, huh? Visceral in that voice. It just feels so intimate. Like I'm just sitting here watching this broken person tell me why they're broken. Like when I say I felt that, I think you did too. Jesus. God, it's just insane. Like, I think when people say things like, oh, you know, art, healing through art, healing through music, a journey, like music expression, something like that got me through this. It's like, these are the type of leading examples as to why that is so therapeutic, cathartic, whatever you want to call it. Really, really beautiful track. I'm glad that we ended on that, actually, Numbers Guy. Thank you for sharing. Thank you, everybody who sent in a song tonight. Appreciate you guys. Stay tuned for Tuesday night's stream. Might be late afternoon, actually, when we start. Not 100% positive. Stay tuned to the community tab. That's where I will post about it. That was just a hell of a note to end on. My God, we got some really good songs that came through tonight. Really quickly, let me go over some of the saves that I had. So You Were Tired, Sufjan. Karma Kid, The Gates Will Open. Heaven by Hemlock Springs. On My Mama, Victoria Monet. Sprawled by Teenage Wrist. That was a good revisit. Cobra, the Rock remix featuring Spirit Box. Arlo Parks, Weightless. And Borderline by Siegfried. Wanted to at least give that one another listen. Some interesting stuff with a lot of different backgrounds too. I appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much. Other than that, I will see you a couple times this week with videos and at least one stream. The one on Tuesday, probably another one on Sunday as well. But until then, I hope you guys have a fantastic evening.